Tajikistan has experienced unprecedented downpours for this country. The precipitation exceeded the norm by 10 times. Landslides killed 21 people. Baktit, Radaki district, Nurabad, Tajikabad and Varzab. Heavy rains have fallen in all mountainous regions of Tajikistan, including Dushan. The rainfall caused mudslides and rockfalls. Residents in the east of the country suffered the most. In the city of Baghdad, 17 people became victims of landslides. Dozens of houses were damaged, highways and bridges destroyed. With a monthly norm of precipitation of 2 millimeters, it fell, according to forecasters, 10 times more. At the 21st kilometer, 15 cars were sunk because of heavy rainfall. But the efforts of our rescuers and IRS employees prevented the tragedy, said Unit Yusufi, head of the press center of the Committee for Emergency Situations and Civil Defense under the government of Tajikistan. 2 residents died in Radaki district and 2 more died in Varzab district. Rescuers in the south evacuated residents in time. President Emomali Rahman took personal control of the situation. The head of state expressed condolences to the families of the victims and instructed those responsible to provide the necessary assistance to the injured. Ring-shaped eclipse of the sun. Eyewitnesses told of goosebumps from the spectacle. The main astronomical phenomenon of the year, annular solar eclipse, was seen by residents of North and South America. The moon hid 95% of the solar disk, a shining ring appeared in the sky. Bryce Canyon National Park. The solar eclipse is best seen from here. Many campgrounds and hotels located nearby, Americans booked a year in advance. They came here before sunrise to get the best spots. All eyes are on the sky. Thousands of amateur astronomers gathered at a park in Oregon. Binoculars, special glasses, telescopes, all to enjoy the solar eclipse. The moon covered 95% of the sun. An eclipse of this type is a ring of fire. The moon is at the farthest point in its orbit from Earth, so it cannot completely block the sun. As a result, the sun's light surrounds the moon's shadow, creating what is known as a ring of fire. At first we couldn't see anything because of the clouds, but then when they cleared, we saw the solar eclipse. I mean, it's one of the most beautiful and greatest events I've probably ever seen in my life, noted Oklahoma resident Tony Towns. The eclipse was best seen across the United States, Central America, Colombia and Brazil. The next time to witness such a phenomenon will be only in 23 years.
Video of it, no less. I will be.
2 climbers have died in a snow avalanche in the mountains of Tibet, Xinhua news agency reported. The snow avalanche came down on the slopes of Shishibangma on Saturday. It is located in Shigas County of the People's Republic of China. The snow came down at heights of 7.6 thousand and 8,000 meters above sea level. As a result, 2 climbers were killed, 2 more are missing. One of the climbers on the mountain was seriously injured. At the moment, rescue work continues. Any of the dead is a citizen of the United States, the second Nepal. Earlier, scientists found out that Europe's highest mountain, Mont Blanc, located in the Alpine mountain chain, has become lower over the past 10 years.
Here it comes, bro.
The death toll from the earthquake in western Afghanistan has risen to more than 2,400, an official in the country's government said. Disaster Management Ministry spokesman Mohammed Jainan Saik said the death toll had risen to more than 2,400, with at least 2,000 people listed as injured. On Friday, according to the European Mediterranean Seismological Center, a magnitude 6.3 earthquake struck western Afghanistan, followed by other tremors. The epicenter was located 40 kilometers northwest of the city of Herat, where 272,000 people live. According to updated information, the hearth lay at a depth of 10 kilometers, reports local TV channel Tolo News. Earlier in social networks appeared in the video, where from under the rubble are trying to pull out a small child. How long the girl was there and whether she is alive now, it is unknown. Israel's capital suffered from a flood. 2 people died. Heavy rain on Saturday caused a flood and transportation collapse in Israel's capital. 2 people died as a result of the flooding, we on TV reported. Many motorists were caught in water traps and rescuers rushed to their aid. Emergency services said a man and a woman drowned after falling into floodwaters in South Tel Aviv. Videos showing cars traveling through flooded streets are circulating on social media. Difficult weather conditions have hampered strategic military operations amid the ongoing war between Israel and Hamas. Mexico's Popocatépetl volcano has exploded 3 times. Mexico's Popocatépetl volcano has awakened, keeping the people of the state of Puebla on alert. At least 3 significant explosions have been recorded in recent days, Tribuna de la Bahía reports. A total of 195 low-intensity eruptions accompanied by emissions of water vapor, volcanic gases and ash were recorded in the 24-hour period up to 11 a.m. On Saturday around 2:20 p.m., the giant emitted an impressive column of smoke accompanied by ash and gases. The smoke cloud was visible from several kilometers away, but because of the ash did not reach the city of Puebla. The second and third explosions occurred around 1642 and 1711. No significant risks to the population were reported. Authorities warned residents in the northeastern neighborhoods of Puebla and the southern, eastern and western neighborhoods of Mexico City of a possible ashfall. A magnitude 6.3 earthquake has struck off the coast of Australia. The earthquake with magnitude 6.3 was recorded on October 11 in the South Pacific Ocean off the coast of Macquarie Island, reports the U.S. Geological Survey. The epicenter of the tremors was located 1160 kilometers northeast of the city of Kingston, Tasmania. The source of the seismic event lay at a depth of 4.8 kilometers. Fluctuations of the Earth's crust were recorded at 20:04 GMT. There is no information about casualties and damage. Recovered the wreckage of the Titan bathyscaphe that sank in the Atlantic. Safety engineers recovered and relocated the remaining Titan wreckage and evidence from the bottom of the North Atlantic Ocean, the report said. The agency noted that also from under the wreckage of Titan were recovered suspected human remains. It added that they sent the evidence to the port for cataloging and analysis. The Titan bathyscaphe began its dive to the Titanic passenger liner Titanic on June 18. Communication with them was soon cut off. And a few days later, rescuers found large wrecks of the bathyscaphe. According to the preliminary version, there was an explosion directed inside the underwater apparatus. Forest fire broke out in the north of Spain. A forest fire broke out in the north of Spain. Burned at least 450 hectares of forest. According to the local government, the fire has approached populated areas. The situation is complicated by weather conditions. Because of the wind, the fire is spreading faster. The causes of the fire have not yet been determined. There have been no reports of casualties or injuries.
Llamamos al 112.
Llama a ver. En los centejos está el incendio. Eso es de los centejos.